Hi, I'm Sunny, and I live here with my husband Trey and my two boys, Court and Max. I grew up in East Tennessee in a Jewish conservative household. My husband Trey and I were invited to come to Alpha by our neighbors, Jared and Jocelyn. I think what makes Alpha a little bit different as a religious experience is that everybody comes from their own place, and that's okay. Having the space to talk about faith and remind each other how much we have in common, even if we believe in different ways, but we mostly believe for the same reasons. I think that's a little bit different about Alpha. You know, Alpha has a different topic every night. The last night was about prayer. When we got a little bit deeper and we were talking about our worries, I said, I'm always worried about being a good mom. That's not an easy thing, and it changes as my children change and what they need changes. It was pretty emotional. We were all pretty emotional. All of us were talking, like there were a lot of tears. The next day, I was running back and forth. I think I was unloading groceries, and a woman was walking her dog, and I noticed her because A, I had not seen her before, and B, she was walking a Great Dane. So it was a very, very large dog, and she had beautiful red hair. So she stood out. She hollered to me from across the street and said, hey, do you live in that house? And I said, yes, I do. She's like, you have all the kids? I was like, well, only 2 of them are mine, but yes, they generally move in a horde. And she said, well, I just wanted to let you know you're a really great mom. And I said, I just had a moment where I was like, thank you. But then also like, what was that? What happened? It was a moment where I felt seen and heard and had a prayer answered. The spirit of Alpha is exploration and discussion. It certainly has a particular point of view, but I think there's a lot of room there for you to come in and explore where it makes sense for you. And I really found that there were many more spots of agreement than places where we didn't agree. I would say that anybody who's considering Alpha, if you're considering it, you should do it. This was a great place for me to take a couple hours, hour and a half, and just think about my own spirituality, my community, how those things related, and have a really good conversation with some really great people. The media environment that we're in makes it seem like we're even more divided than we really are, and Alpha was a nice place to sort of take a pause and remember all of the things that we have in common, the things that make us human, the things that connect us to our communities and to each other and our families. And I was really grateful for having that time and that breath, that space to think a little bit about how I felt in the moment and where I was on my journey.